my creatives, and welcome to another Take 5 art journal collaboration. So this is the collaboration for April 2020, and I will give you the prompts before I tell you what I'm doing. So the prompts for this month are chosen by our dear Lucy, and they are photograph, foliage, coral, journaling, and yellow. So I'm starting out with 2 colors of Distress Oxide, and I'm applying them with my packaging because I find that the easiest way when I'm working in a journal this big. I don't like to put it over my craft mat, so I am adding a yellow color, Squeezed Lemonade, and I'm adding Abandoned Coral, a coral color. So I already have 2 prompts down, and I'm just adding the color wherever I feel like I want to add it. And I just switch around between the 2 colors until I'm happy with the end result. I'm not drying in between these layers because I didn't feel like it was necessary. But yeah, so that's already 2 prompts down. Yay! So fun story about this page. Because of working at home, I got so time blind, I forgot that it was the end of the month. So this was a very, very last minute page, and I talked to the ladies about that in the Collab group, and we all had a big laugh about it. So I wasn't the only one that was late this month because everything changed and we all had to adjust. So we kind of forgot about a collaboration. But I think we will all make it. So now I'm going to stamp with my Dina Wakley Circle pattern stamps. I love these stamps. You probably see me using them all the time. And I'm taking 2 colors. I am taking archival ink in watering can and vermilion. I take also vermilion because red is a challenging color for me. So I thought, well, let's be a bit crazy and use red, which is not my comfort zone. So now on to my next step. I wanted to bring some lightness to the page. So I just took this stencil from Tim Holtz and I am adding some white acrylic paint through the stencil. This is also a very intuitive process for me. I just feel, that sounds weird, where I want to put the paint. So that's what I'm doing here. I did kind of have a plan beforehand because of the photograph and the journaling. So I already knew what the theme would be, and I knew how I wanted to do the foliage. But some bits are planned, some are not. I like it that way because when I plan out a page from A to Z, it usually doesn't end up like that. So I just go for it and do what feels right to me. So I wanted to add a little bit of white to the border to give it a bit of a faded out look. Yeah, I don't do this very often, but I really liked it. So that's what I'm doing here. I had some paint left over. I was thinking, should I put it in a journal or can I put it on this page? And it ended up on this page. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. I'm just adding it with my fingers and I'm spreading it out a little bit. After drying everything, I took my Donna Downey stencil brushes because that fits the theme of my photograph. I will tell you the story about that later on. So I am just going to stencil these brushes, but I'm going to alternate the heights, and that is what I will do all across the bottom of my page. Don't worry, I edited out a lot of this because it took me quite some time to do the brushes. It was very relaxing though, but you don't have to see me do all of them. I just wanted to show you that I'm alternating the heights of the brushes to give a more playful look on the page. And I chose another color of Distress Oxide, Fossilized Amber, and I thought that would match the colors that were already on my page. So now I'm going to clean up my stencil in a journal. There's a lot of Distress Oxide on there and I thought it was a waste to just wipe it off. So I sprayed it with some water and put it in a journal page. This page was part of my How to Break a Blank Page art journal tutorial. So I tend to randomly add stuff to pages and finish it whenever. So now in for the foliage, which is prompt number 3, I'm going to draw in my own leaves, and I'm going to paint them because I felt like drawing. So that's what I'm going to do here. I also speed through this process because you can't really see my pencil marks, but I drew out everything before I started painting, and then I will start painting my leaves with some Mushy Peas Dilutions paint. I love this color. It is a very beautiful pastel green, and I'm just going to paint my leaves in with a round brush, just one layer, because I liked that the background would show through, and that is what I will do to all the leaves. As you notice, I didn't take the stems with it because I knew I wanted to add a little bit of an artsy, scribbly look. So I took my journaling pen on purpose because I was also going to journal on this page. So I thought it would be fun to just use my journaling pen. And I'm going to scribble around the leaves and the stem to give it a more artsy, sketchy feel, which I really liked. So I'm very happy I did so. The journaling pen that I use is a Pilot G2 Gel Pen 0.7. I love this pen. I use it in my planner, in my journal. I love writing with it. So I thought it would be fun to use this as well in my art journal. I don't know if it will last. I really don't care. It was fun to use this pen in my art journal. So yeah, I'm just loosely scribbling around the leaves, as you see, and I also mind that I don't hold it really as a pen, but a bit higher and a bit looser, like how I would draw with my pencil. So that gives me more of the scribbly loose lines, and it will not be as stark. Then of course I do a doodly border. I couldn't resist. And I also do this with the pen. I mind that I don't doodle over the leaves because I like the effect that the leaves are over the edges of the page. So I didn't want to break that up, and now I'm just going to scribble in some doodly lines. Now it is time to add my photograph, but first I want to share this little kitty intermission with you. Here is Coda. I left this in because you don't see Coda a lot, but he really wanted some attention. I think we spent a good 15 minutes on my journal cuddling. He was such a cute kitty. So I left it in so you could see Coda for a little bit. And then after this he was done. And he just went away. But he's such a cute little kitty. I had red hair everywhere, by the way, but it was nice to have him there. So yeah, now it's time for prompt number 4, which is my photograph, and this photograph is from me and my nomination for the Star Awards that is from my school. So I'm already a winner of this Star Award because I got nominated for Extraordinary Story, and there are 3 people that will get this award. You probably might have seen that already on my Instagram or on my community tab, but for me, going to school wasn't as easy as for the most people because I struggle with mental health and a bad childhood and all those things. So it was quite a challenge, and there was even, we talked about me quitting, but I fought through everything, and now I am a top student in my on my education. So that's really great, and I wanted to document that because I knew I had something to journal about that. So now I'm just going to add some splatters in antique gold. I layered up my photo with some scrap papers from my scrap bin. I chose some neutral colors because there are already a lot of colors on the background. And yeah, I'm just going to splatter some gold splatters because I love that and it gave a bit more texture. And after drying this, I am going to adhere my photo to my art journal page. I really enjoyed doing this. I loved this art journaling with this photograph. And now I'm going to take some thickers. These are called Friends. I don't know if they are still available, but I just spelled out Star Award, and that is the title for my art journal page. So if you're wondering what supplies I'm using and if you want to get them yourself, everything is listed down below, and everything that I can find is linked down below. Some of them are affiliate links, just so you know, but everything is listed down below. So now it is time to add my journaling, which is the 5th prompt, and I decided to draw some lines to journal on, and then I would add my journaling. It is in Dutch, but it is a summary of what I just told you, and that I am glad that I am fighting for my dreams, because going to school was one of my dreams. I thought it would never happen again 6 years ago, but look at me now. So then there was still something missing, and I added some light modeling paste through a stencil because I didn't want to add too much. I still wanted to have the openness and the brightness and the fluffiness, so that is why I chose some light modeling paste. I hope you enjoyed this Take 5 challenge and that you will participate with us. If you participate with us, the only thing you have to do is to make your page and post it on Instagram with hashtag Take5Art. If you make a video, I would love it to get a link from you so I can add you to our monthly playlist that is on my channel. I would also love it if you would go check out all the other ladies that are doing this challenge with me. They are linked down below. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. I would also love it if you'd consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!